So what's for supper tonight? Absolutely nothing. Why? Because we're going to talk about intermittent fasting. What does that mean? Oh, it doesn't mean that you skip your Snickers bar in between meals. It's something more serious. There are a lot of scientific research behind this. And we pay attention to this when a paper comes out in the New England Journal of Medicine. That is the Bible of medicine, probably the most highly regarded medical journal in the world, has an acceptance rate of 5%, means 19 out of 20 papers submitted are rejected. So when you see something in there, you look at it, and you look at it with delight and seriousness. Well, in this particular case, an expert talks about the research behind intermittent fasting. There are three different kinds of intermittent fasting. Alternate day fasting, which means that you essentially only eat every second day. Then there's the 5-2 fasting, where you eat normally for 5 days, and for 2 days, non-sequential, you eat 500 to 700 calories only. And the third kind of fasting, which is, I think, the one that appeals to most people, is the 18-hour fast, which means that you're squeezing all of your meals into a 6-hour period. You can eat properly during those 6 hours, but you can't eat anything else outside of those time periods. We have known for a long time that animals on restricted feeding, low-calorie intake, live longer. And now there's accumulating evidence from human trials as well that this may be the case for us too. And there is a lot of research into intermittent fasting. Now, of course, it can lead to weight loss, as one would expect, because generally you're consuming fewer calories. But there's more to it than that. It turns out that with intermittent fasting, even if the same number of calories are consumed as with normal eating, you tend to have lower blood cholesterol, lower blood pressure, and your immune system apparently functions better also. There's some intriguing studies in animals that are put on restricted calorie intake. They respond better to radiotherapy and chemotherapy when they have induced tumors. Now, this has started a number of human experiments, and these are ongoing, where cancer patients are being investigated to see whether or not putting them on restricted diets in terms of calories can enhance the effects of chemotherapy. But the jury is still out on that. So this is not nonsense. There's a lot of very intriguing research in this area. And the one that I think could be worth trying is the 18-hour fast. I'm going to give it a try for a couple of days just to see what it's like to squeeze all your meals into 6 hours and not eat for the rest of the time. And according to the literature, you get used to this and you're not feeling hungry all the time. So I've been at it for a little while, and you know what? Maybe sneak in just a little bit, just a bit. How much harm can that be? Anyway, 16 hours of no eating or almost no eating. Maybe there's some good to it.
May I offer you a little dehydrated water to go with that meal?
You're allowed to have as much water as you want. You can also drink coffee with no sugar. You can drink tea with no sugar. So there. You can have some fun.